Summer is almost here, and of course we want to wear our bright, effervescent, fruity, tropical, citrusy, perhaps even aquatic fragrances. In today's Cephalabon contributor video, I'm going to be sharing with you this co-curated list between myself and Michelin Kamen. These are fantastic summer fragrances that will leave you smelling unlike anybody else. I'm excited to get on with this list and also let you in on a very special giveaway, so make sure to stay tuned. Before I begin today's episode and I tell you about these 5 amazing fragrances, this is just part 1, of course. There is going to be a part 2. Fantastic fragrances for the summertime. They're all super unique. You can guarantee you're not going to smell like anybody else in the room. I do want to start the video off first by saying that if you're a fan of fragrance-related content, please do consider supporting the channel by subscribing to it. Hit the bell icon and give this video a thumbs up. If you took something of value from today's episode, it would really mean a lot to me. And also, why don't you go ahead and take a moment to leave a comment down below right now and let me know, what is your sort of a hidden gem? What is your favorite summer fragrance to make you stand apart from everybody else? Something that you feel like is really, really unique. Well, you have the opportunity to take one of these bottles home with you by participating in the giveaway. There's many bottles up for grabs. All you have to do if you want to participate in the giveaway is just follow the link down below in the description box. It's going to be the first link. After you've read through the article and become a registered reader, that's all you have to do. Leave a comment and you'll be entered to win. Just make sure to check back on the date that's mentioned in the article to see if you're the lucky winner. The winner is going to be announced on Cephalabon, not on this channel. Let's go ahead and start the list off with a fragrance that I personally worked on, and that's why I'm putting it in the number 5 spot, or number 10 spot if you want to look at it like that. But honestly, these are mood dependent. It's in no particular order. I personally love Away by Navitus Parfum. I worked with perfumer Jorge Lee to compose this fragrance. I creatively directed it. He made it lime, coconut. That in and of itself sounds super tropical, but there's yuzu, there's incense, there's some woods in the dry down. It's fresh, but it has that very bright citrus in here as well. I'm telling you, this is one of the best fragrances that you can get your hand on if you're looking for a pseudo-tropical experience, something that smells very, very fresh, but also something that is very bright and uplifting. I had the opportunity to travel to Istanbul, Turkey, where I met Jorge Lee, and he showed me around the laboratory and everything. He's such an amazing individual. Of course, we have a fragrance composed by Marc-Antoine Corticciato, and this one by Parfum d'Empire is called Yuzu Fu. This fragrance has been around for a number of years now. Of course, it's a yuzu-based fragrance, which is a Japanese citrus fruit. And this fragrance has neroli, it has yuzu, it has a lot of really quirky, citrusy ingredients. It's very bright, very uplifting. And of course, the citrus is the name of the game in this one. And what makes this so special is that it doesn't rely on more familiar citrus notes like lemon or bergamot or even orange for that matter, but it definitely has that very bright, vibrant appeal to it with the yuzu that's in here. And honestly, I think it's absolutely gorgeous. I've done a review on it, so I'm not going to spend a whole lot of time talking about it, so you can easily search up the review here on YouTube if you're interested. Now here we have a fragrance by an indie brand called Kelly & Jones, and this one is called Riesling. Now, of course, they do make fragrances that are inspired by different alcoholic beverages, and I believe it's a type of grape, of course, that contributes to this type of a wine. And this Riesling fragrance, it has peach, it has lychee, it has some other fruity ingredients in here. There's also elderflower, there's a touch of lime, if I'm remembering correctly. This is so beautifully done. It's very bright without being overly citrusy. Actually, there isn't as much citrus in this one as you will find in all of the other fragrances on this list. But this is so smooth, so sensual, seductive, elegant. Whereas Yuzu Fu is very bright and vibrant. Away is very sort of cooling and tropical. This one is very smooth, very elegant, very poised. It has a nice calm demeanor about it. And I think it's such a beautiful fragrance. And I also have another one, I believe, called Mezcal Añejo, and that fragrance is divine. Honestly, it's one of the best that I've tried from a brand of this caliber. Of course, we also have Plus Mandarin, composed by Gezashon, and this one is by Eccentric Molecules. So this is a Mandarin-based fragrance. You have ISO E Super in the base. Huge compliment getter, but the citrus, specifically the mandarin in here, is so natural, so organic, so true to form. If you're looking for a brilliant orange experience, Plus Mandarin is probably one of the best fragrances you can get your hands on, and it also makes for a really good fragrance to layer with other fragrances, if I'm being honest with you. So if that's what you're looking for, and if you're just looking for a compliment getter, something very bright, something that will smell quite different from other orange-based fragrances out there, of course, something on the more basic side of things would be like Happy by Clinique for men. That is a very sort of standard orange-based fragrance. This one is so natural, really nothing else can compete with it. And the fragrance that I want to talk to you about last is an amazing fragrance. You can find this one at Lucky Scent. They do have the brand selection of offerings on Lucky Scent, and this is a brilliant composition by one of my favorite perfumers in the whole world, who is Bertrand Duchaufour. If you don't know the guy, he's done Jubilation 25 by Amouage, Diamant by Amouage, Fusion Sacré by Majda Bekali. He's done Incense Avignon by Comme des Garçons. Honestly, the list goes on. And from this brand, he's also done Treillis, if I'm remembering correctly. Well, this fragrance by Nila Vermeer is called Bombay Bling. This is one of the most amazing fragrances that I've ever tried. Everything about it smells like a tropical experience. You are sort of placed in this land or this location where you're surrounded by an exotic atmosphere, and you just feel like you're in a tropical landscape. There's mango, there's ylang-ylang, there's I think some other tropical florals. Frangipani is in here as well. In addition to the mango, there's lychee, and the dry down you have vanilla, tobacco. It is such a rich, full, decadent fragrance, and it has the beauty that we've come to expect from Bertrand Duchaufour in his compositions. I'm telling you, there is so much that can be said about Bombay Bling, and I do plan on dedicating a full review to this fragrance in the future. And of course, if you're interested in keeping up with what this brand has to offer, definitely follow the socials, Instagram, so on and so forth, so you know whenever a new fragrance is released. And there's a lot of hits from Nila Vermeer, and I can't emphasize enough how special this fragrance is. If you have the opportunity to get your nose on it, I know you can even purchase a little sample from Lucky Scent. Please, please, please do so. This is such a brilliant fragrance. The mango, the tropical elements, there's I think a little bit of jasmine in here as well, some gardenia. It's very smooth, very pure, very fruity, tropical, and that dry down of tobacco and vanilla is to die for. Guys, 5 summer fragrances that are going to set you apart. You can guarantee if you're wearing any one of these 5 summer fragrances, you're not going to smell like anybody else in the room. Drop your comment down below. Let me know which fragrance do you plan on wearing in the summertime, or if you happen to live in a hotter climate, which fragrance do you wear that really makes you smell unique, makes you stand out, is of exceptional quality. Always curious to hear from you and get your feedback and interaction on these videos. Once again, make sure to participate in the giveaway by following the first link down below in the description box. And if you enjoyed this video, please don't forget to support the channel by subscribing to it, hit the bell, and give this video a thumbs up. Love you guys, and we'll see you tomorrow. Bye.